Do you have a blog for your salon? Whether you do or you don't, we're going to break down today why a blog can be a really effective tool for your business and how to do it effectively. Some of the do's, some of the don'ts to make sure that you have the most effective blog that's not only driving website traffic, but also engaging your customers. Stick with us. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, a podcast by Salon S.O.S. I'm your host, Scott Moon, the founder of Salon S.O.S., and I'm obsessed with helping salon professionals live their best life. In this show, we shop talk all things salon to bring you real-life stories, debates, entertainment, and inspiration to help you find happiness and success in this beautiful industry. If you work in the salon industry in any capacity, this podcast is open to you. So set down your scissors or rinse out that toner and let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Salon Scoop. Thank you so much for being with us today. So we delve into another digital debrief with the one and only Scott and my cohort, Sarah. Sarah, thanks for being with me here again today. We're going to talk about blogs today. And Sarah is our blog expert for Salon S.O.S. She is the brains and the creative writing behind all the blogs that you read. And it's interesting. We're going to be. This is a blog article also that we're turning into a podcast. We're writing a blog article about the do's and don'ts of blogs. So this should be fun to get into. And do's and don'ts makes me feel like I think we want to focus our energy more on the do's, right, Sarah?
Absolutely. The do's.
Do. Everybody likes to do a little bit. So we're going to be focusing on that. But I also want to start by just sharing some of the important things about a blog. Why is it important? So I would suggest that, I don't know, I'm going to pick a number. Sarah, I want you to pick a number. Percentage. What percentage of salon websites in North America do you think, just by your intuition, have a blog section on their website today? What percentage of salon websites?
Ooh, that's tough. It's going to be less than half, I would say. I don't know, maybe like somewhere around like 30% would be my guess.
Yeah, I think that's really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously we don't know the statistics on this. Like I was thinking closer to like 5 to 10%.
Yeah, I was being generous for
salon
sure.
websites, all the time, and we at Salon S.O.S. we manage a ton of salon websites, and there's a very, very small percentage that even have blogs. We are recommending them, to our customers, and so many of them feel like they don't have the time for it, and they don't necessarily see the purpose or the value. So I want to at least highlight the purpose or the value, and there's one big one is that it really, really helps with your Google rankings. Most people don't associate that when they think about blogs. They just think, it's articles for clients, and my clients don't care about reading that stuff. We post stuff on social media. It's fine. The reality is that having blogs on your website is an amazing tool to help you with your Google rankings. And we'll delve into a little bit of how to capitalize on that later on in this episode. But it allows you to keep more fresh content on your site regularly, which is a really positive signal to Google that you have a fresh website that's constantly being updated, new information. It allows you a lot of content because there's a lot of words in blog articles, and that allows you to incorporate keywords, which are important signals to Google. It brings more traffic to your website because when you talk about your blog, put out the link, through emails or through social media, it's encouraging more people to come to your website. Existing customers, gives them a reason to keep coming back to your website. And then it's getting people to spend more time on your website because when you're reading an actual article, you're spending more time than if you're just quickly checking on, services or pricing. And all of those elements are really critical signals to Google. So I don't want anyone out there to be overlooking the importance of blogs. You might think, our people aren't reading it, they don't care so much, it's still super valuable for your business. I want you to embrace that. If you need help, so many people say, you know what, they don't have time for it, they don't know what to write about. That's why we're here. That's why Salon S.O.S exists, right? We care about making a difference in the lives of salon professionals. We offer all the services under the sun, under the moon, my last name is Moon, to help you with your salon marketing. So we do blog writing, blog posting. We take care of all the stuff for you. If anyone's interested in going down that journey, feel free to reach out to us. But today, right now, we're going to delve into some of the do's and don'ts. So let's say that you already have a blog, or you're like, yeah, you know what, I get it. I know I need to be doing this. I want to get a blog going on our website. How do we do it effectively? That's what we're going to talk about right now. So Sarah, you gave us such a great little intro. I'm going to have you focus on all the do's, all the things that salons should be doing with their blog, and I'll be the negative Nelly, and I'll focus on the don'ts and things that people shouldn't be doing. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Let's kick it off. We'll kick it off with the first do. And as Scott was saying, like one of the biggest things with blogs is they can feel time consuming, right? So something that we love to utilize is AI, obviously, because that's a way that you can kind of prompt it in ways to help you come up with blog ideas, help you write the blog, et cetera, et cetera. But one of the most overlooked things is like staying in your unique style and expertise as a salon. So as much as it's great to utilize things like AI, you definitely want to make sure that your salon's your essence is in the blog, right? So you want to be posting things that you do specialize in your salon. Another really cool thing to incorporate in your blogs is giving, like shout outs to your teammates and things that maybe they've done and things like that. So I would say definitely do focus on capturing the essence of your salon and what it brings to the table instead of just putting out super generic content, right?
Love that. Great start. Way to kick it off, Sarah. I'm going to give us our first don't, and that is don't overlook consistency. Don't overlook the importance of consistency. You've probably heard that consistency is really important when it comes to your social media posting, for example. The same can be said for any content that you're putting out there, and that includes blogs. You want to create a consistent schedule. In order to do so, typically it's start by creating a content calendar. Start by thinking in advance. Am I going to do one blog per month? Okay, I only need 12 ideas for the entire year. That's not so daunting, right? And if you're listening to this on a podcast, Sarah and I did an amazing podcast, one of my favorite ones ever, and there's a blog article to suit it that shows you how you can generate actually 365 days worth of content ideas in under 20 minutes. Go and check that out. I highly encourage it. It will give you a great way to be able to do this, but you don't want to overlook the consistency, because by building that expectation with consumers, they're now looking forward to the next one, right? And the same can be said to your social media. The same can be said with, emails, newsletters, blogs are the same. You want them to be expecting the next one, ready for the next one, so that you have a more regular readership and keeping that traffic consistent to your website. So do not overlook the importance of consistency.
Yeah, consistency is key. That's for sure. So another thing that you do want to do is engage with your audience. So you don't want to just post it and forget about it. Like Scott said kind of in the intro, it's also a really good opportunity to tie your social media posts into it, maybe some website posts and things like that. So really to engage your audience, you want to be, you could throw in a poll. You could ask for their opinions on things, right? So that's a big thing with, again, any type of online content that you're posting is you don't want to just set it and forget it. You definitely want to continue on with engaging with your audience after. And that's definitely going to help with, again, how many eyes are actually on your blog. And if you get them more involved in even the process of what do you need to learn about? What are the things that you want to know, right? It's going to kind of cater to your audience a little bit better. So definitely do engage with your audience after posting a vlog.
Love it. And we're hearing some common themes here, because we're talking about content, right? So when you're hearing about engagement and consistency, those are things that you hear about for social media. So a lot of the principles are very similar now when we're talking about blogs and making sure that you're optimizing your blogs. All right, the next don't that's important to consider is don't ignore those SEO best practices, right? Those search engine optimization best practices. And that's what I was kicking off with. The importance of blogs as a whole really connects down to your Google rankings and your SEO. So if you're just writing an article thinking that you're providing some great education for your customers and just posting it, you are missing out on the biggest reason why blogs exist in the first place. So don't overlook the importance of this. The keywords, right? This is an amazing opportunity to be thinking about planting in the right keywords to connect with your business, whether that's, hair salon, your city name, hair style, your city name, hair color, your city name, whatever those keywords are that you deem to be the most important, you want to be incorporating those into your blogs. There's also in the back end, when you're posting your blogs, you can be doing things with your titles, with the URL, which is a little bit more complex, but you can actually create, let's say it's www.mysalon.com. It's then going to be / and the name of your article. So the title of your article can incorporate those keywords. You can do things in the background with the description of the pages to optimize for SEO. And then inside of those blog articles, once you have many of them that you've been developing over time, you can create links in your blog articles that are going to link to other articles that you've previously written or other parts of your website that you want to direct people to. That keeps them on your website longer and is showing them more content, more ideas that you have. So all of these are really important SEO tactics that you cannot ignore when you're writing your blogs. Don't just write an article with a little tip and move on. Focus on the important elements that's actually going to drive your business.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's like the number one reason to have a blog is for SEO purposes. So it's absolutely something you do not want to be overlooking. My next do, I feel like can kind of tie into that a little bit. So I'm going to say do leverage visual content. We are visual beings. If any of you have ever scrolled through Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, it's like we like pictures, we like videos, we like things like that grab our attention, right? So you definitely want to be utilizing those in your blogs as well. So let's say you're posting a blog about, the top trends of the year or something like that. Use photos of work that your stylists have done. And then to kind of tie back into the SEO part of this, you can actually tag those photos as, let's say, balayage your city, so that when people are Googling Saskatoon balayage, it's just another opportunity for this blog post to come up in your website to come up, right? So that's a big thing. And again, if any of you are blog readers, and like there's nothing more boring or daunting than seeing a blog that's 15 pages long and there isn't a single picture or anything like that kind of grabs your attention. So definitely be leveraging, again, like your visual content and throwing some of those in there. And then also being aware that you can tag those and link those photos to kind of further incorporate your SEO strategy as well.
Love that. Thank you very much for the insight, Sarah. We've given you 5 key things, some do's and some don'ts to kind of get you started. Sure, we could sit here and probably give you 30 ideas, but we wanted to focus on the most important things to get you either started or get you to be optimizing the blogs that you're already writing, because most salons out there that do have blogs are kind of doing some of the don'ts right now. So we want to make sure that as you see, the digital trends are continuing to evolve, technology is evolving, and more salons are starting to get into the importance of Google, and more salons are doing blogs. We want to continue to see this rise because it's such an important part of your business. And it's now an extension, right, of what you're doing. Everyone's, on social media, and has had so many trainings and has also has had so many lessons about the importance of social media and how to do things properly. This is now kind of an extension of that content and the opportunity to really create an engagement with your customers. It ties in with email newsletters as well, super important. We've had so many salons actually coming to us the last few months in particular, asking us that they need more from their marketing because the social media itself, isn't driving the business. And we've been putting together packages now where we're actually creating a 12-month annualized plan for the salon that includes, a promotional plan for retail and service promotions that they can be running, not just relying on, what their distributor shows up to the door for them at the last minute. We're incorporating now client engagement content around newsletters, email newsletters that are reaching out, writing a blog, and tying it all together so that the promotion of the salon also links to the products that we're featuring in the blog article, which is also all mentioned in the email newsletter that talks about the article, that talks about the promotion, that drives traffic, right, both to the salon and to the website, bringing it all together. If this is something that's interesting for you, feel free to reach out. It's kind of, I'd say, a newish service, I guess, that we're now offering because so many salons have been asking for it. And we really see the need to embrace a more well-rounded digital strategy around marketing and help you have kind of a 360-degree approach so that you're tying in all of your activities from in-salon, social media, your email newsletters, your website, blog. There's a way to tie it all together so that each element actually builds upon each other and has a stronger impact. Hopefully you've learned something today from the notes and the messaging around the blogs, how that can be a benefit for you. If you have any questions, always, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Sarah, appreciate you and all the amazing work that you do in writing blogs for us and our content that really kind of helps to keep our customers engaged. It's really valuable, and we know and see the value of it, and we want to make sure that everyone out there is embracing the knowledge and hopefully adapting it and integrating it into your own businesses as well. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching, listening, reading, whatever platform you're using to consume this. And remember, today is a great day to be alive.
Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional and rate the show on Spotify or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at salonus.s.o.s or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.